Well, I've got a screaming hot cast iron pan. Woo! A little too hot maybe. But I've got a well-seasoned chuck roast. This is about 3-pound range. We're going to go ahead and sear it, and I've seasoned it up liberally with salt, pepper, and garlic powder. I'm going to go ahead and brown this up. Meanwhile, I've got some charcoal preheating. So, I've already put this once. Now you can do this on your stovetop if it'll support a Dutch oven. I'm just trying to brown all the sides that I can. Or you can do it outside like this. You can also, as I showed in my chicken pot pie video, get your charcoal preheated, put the lid on the ground, put all about 24 to 30 pieces of charcoal on it. And then you put your Dutch oven on top of all that charcoal, and you can do stuff like sauteing and browning. Alright, I've removed the pot roast into the still hot pan. I'm adding our veg, about half an onion, about 4 sticks, about 4 carrots, about 2 or 3 sticks of celery. Sorry, trying to do this one-handed. If anybody wants to donate a tripod, that's very welcome. If you want. I'm not pushing it. I'll make do. Always have. Anyway. I'm just going to brown these, kind of saute these up. Get them nice. Now we're not going to cook them all the way through, because this is a pot roast. We're going to let this go nice, low and slow. But we're just building layers of flavor. We're going to let this go for just a minute or two. Then I'll go ahead and remove them and we'll deglaze the pan. So there is our wonderful veg removed. I like saying veg, I don't know why. And before I removed it, for about 30 seconds, I threw in a couple of cloves of minced garlic just to help, you know, a little more flavor. I've removed it. Now to our pan. I've got, this is about 1.5 cups. You could use just a cup of beef stock. Losing my spoon. I'm going to take a whisk. Just deglaze. Oh, it smells good. And I also added about a tablespoon or 2 of red wine vinegar. Now you could deglaze with straight red wine. I don't have any, so I'm improvising with beef stock and a little bit of red wine vinegar just for that acidic bite. It's going to really help everything break down. And now that we've kind of broken that all up, we throw back into the pool our star, our chuck roast. And we throw back in our veggies. I like to just have the vegetables around the outside, but if you got some on top, it's not going to hurt. We're going to go ahead and shut off our heat, and we'll transfer this over to our charcoal. Sorry, I've got myself in the shade here, making the shade. I've got about 5 briquettes down. I'm going to be baking this at 275, which is a lot lower than we normally do things. But that's all right. We're going to put about 12 on top. Is that right? I'll count later. But we're going low and slow with this. And then I'll also show you how we're going to keep it going low and slow. I took those extra coals and I dumped them on top of an upside down fire. If you don't know how to build an upside down fire, there's plenty of other videos here on YouTube. But I just used those last handful of coals to start this. We're going to use these coals that'll burn down in about an hour to replenish the coals on our Dutch oven. Alright, for my second hour of cooking, I've moved my Dutch oven into the fire pit and topped it with some live coals. I'm using coals because I've got a lot of wood and I want to make my charcoal last longer. Now with the remaining hot coals, I'm going to throw some more wood on, let that burn down to more coals for the third hour of cooking. Alright, it's been our second hour. I'm going to go ahead and spin that just to, because I got the fire going next to it, so I want to make sure we've got, oh, look at that. That looks great. I'm going to add about 6 potatoes. These are 6 russet potatoes. I actually prefer red potatoes, but I'm rocking with what I've got. Alright, I'm going to go ahead, put more fresh coals on top, and we'll let it go for that last hour. And here we go. It looks wonderful. Now we're going to serve it. I'm going to take it right out of the fire here. We're going to see if I can walk and keep it in camera frame. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and shred up that meat. We're going to let it rest for a few minutes. We'll shred up the beef and go ahead and serve it. So, Saturday's video didn't get online until about 2 a.m. Sunday morning. I started it at about 10 o'clock Saturday night. Now, I agreed that part of my challenge was if I didn't get a video up every day, Monday through Saturday, that I'd be available for you all to pick a challenge. So, if you think that I should have a challenge because my video got up late, give me a thumbs up. And in the comments, wherever they are on your device of choice, in the comments, please describe a challenge you think I should perform on camera. Now again, I'm not going to do anything illegal, immoral, you know, and preferably no eating challenges. There's a lot of food allergies. But if you want me to cook something that might be difficult in a Dutch oven, cook every meal for a whole day in a Dutch oven, or, you know what, it doesn't even have to be Dutch oven related. If you want me to run from one side of my town to the other and film it, I can do that too. Come up with some creative options, again, down in the comments, and the one that gets the most likes will be the one that I'll perform on camera. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Alright, my little one's joined me outside. And watch it, just you stab it with a fork and it just shreds. Well, at least part of it did. I'm gonna go ahead and break this down, and we'll go ahead and serve it up. Now, pot roast is kind of like jazz cooking. I mean, I've heard people compare it, say gumbo is too, but yeah, you can throw all sorts of stuff in to your pot roast, whatever you like. I know people that don't like potatoes and they use rutabagas or beets. Wait, no wait, I got that wrong. Radishes, not beets. You can throw in any sort of good root vegetable. You can use different spices. I've done a pot roast with spices, kind of like your Hispanic influence of cooking, and this makes a wonderful Cuban style pot roast. And I throw it in with onions, peppers. It's just amazing that way too. So, I'm gonna serve it up.